All right, so we're going to be taking this toward, where are we taking this toward? We're taking this toward Galavasana this week. So a whole lot of hip opening, external rotation, like when you come to the half pigeon pose, and we're working this into the arm balance, trying to get as close as we can. So keep that in mind. A lot of the stretch that you usually get into that half pigeon shape. So you are going to feel this in the outer hip. Ideally, it'll take some tension out of your low back. Just work things as best you can here. And we'll do a whole lot of preparation before we actually get to the point of moving toward the arm balance. And that is the demonstration I have before we begin. So once we get in the main part of the flow, every sequence is going to bring you to the front of the mat. And as usual with this shape, we're going to take the standing balance with the figure 4 first, because that'll put your legs in the position here to begin. So you're going to be standing on one foot. You lift the other leg, bring the shin across the thigh, keep the toes curled to that lifted foot, keep the knee to the side, keep some tension, and sink into this a little bit. Keep your legs pressing into each other to hold the shape. Your arms are going to be bound. At any point, you can release the bind and bring your hands wherever helps you stay balanced. Keep in mind, the balance comes first, so work that as best you can. And then I want you to go as far as you can into the hip opening, into the stretch in the outer hip of the lifted leg. So for that, you're going to start to sink down, bend into both knees. Try to fold as deeply as you can over that lifted shin. You may be able to pull in tight. You could even bring it to the point where you can bring your fingertips to the floor and just hold the stretch. And then from here, after we've held this for just a few breaths, we're going to take it toward the arm balance. So if your hips are open enough that you can get your hands flat to the floor, keep your legs crossed like this and take it toward Galavasana. And if that's not going to happen for any reason, if your hips are just too tight, go ahead, release this, put the second foot down to the floor, and just bring this to the crow. Both hands down, shin to your arms, look forward, lean, and lift your feet. But one arm balance or the other. So don't force this, all right? Just take it to where you can, and keep in mind, you got to be able to bring your palms all the way down to the floor. You're not going to balance the sucker on your fingertips unless you very deliberately train toward that. So if you're going to take Galavasana, you've got your legs crossed. You're going to bring both palms down and then bring that lifted shin high on both upper arms. You're trying to come up toward the armpits, keep in mind. You'll probably end up lower, but shoot high so you got some space. And then dig your fingertips down. Kick that front leg into your arms. And then look forward, lean forward. Use that back leg to keep the crossed leg pulled in. And as you're looking down, keep your hips high. See about hovering the base foot. You can always bring it back down and maybe just go back and forth like this, and that's fine. If you can keep that foot lifted, see about pulling the heel up toward your seat, and then maybe extend the leg up and back. Now, this is really taking things pretty far here. You don't have to extend the leg. Just see about finding your balance first. Now, after you've held the shape, we're going to take this through the Vinyasa. You've got the choice. You can always just step it back. If you want to fly it back, take an inhale. And with the exhale, just let your legs go back. Land this in Chaturanga. And then take it through the rest of the transition from there. And you can do the same jump back there from crow if you like. But we're going to go right from the arm balance and then through the transition. So just work it as best you can. Take the pose that suits you best. Whether it's crow or Galavasana, you don't have to balance it completely, but get toward that as much as you can. Bring the weight to your hands. Bring your shoulders forward and stay braced. Hold the shape to a point where it actually helps you build the strength to take things further over time. And just keep that in mind. All right, to start this out, let's go ahead and start this on our backs. So once you come down, I'm going to recommend you keep your feet on the floor a little wider than your hips. Lean the knees towards center, toward each other, and this will help release your low back toward the mat. And then arms to your sides, palms open toward the ceiling. Wherever you're comfortable here, maybe the hands are past your head, or maybe the elbows are closer to your waist. But just let your shoulders sink down, let your chest open up. And then just close your eyes. So just give yourself a moment to settle in here like this. Let your mind quiet down. And then just start to deepen your breathing. So with the inhales, pulling as much air as you can. Fill up your lungs. Hold on to all that breath at the top. And when you exhale, constrict the back of your throat. So slow your breath down on the way back out. And just work to make your exhales last at least as long as your inhales as you breathe here. Now when you're ready, take a deep inhale. And then when you exhale, just open your eyes. And go slow. With an inhale, reach your arms out long past your head. And with the exhale, just bring your arms down to your sides. Inhale, reach this out long. Exhale, arms to your sides. Inhale, reach this out long. Exhale, arms down to your sides again. Inhale, reach this out long. Now with the exhale this time, bring the arms forward but curl up as well. Lift your head, lift your shoulders, stay lifted here. Belly pulled in, low back down, press your feet down into the floor. And go back and forth from here. With your next inhale, roll this out long. And then with the exhale, curl forward. Inhale, roll this out again. Exhale, curl this forward. Inhale, roll out long. Exhale, curl forward again. Now with your next inhale, roll this out long. And then just keep your arms reaching past your head. Keep your shoulders down. I want to take this with a figure 4. So I want you to step your left foot towards center. Cross the right ankle over your left thigh. Now keep the toes of the right foot curled. Keep the knee out to the side. Keep the legs pressing into each other. And then with an inhale, stretch out long through your fingertips. And with the exhale, curl this forward again. Inhale, roll this out long. Exhale, curl forward. Inhale, roll this out. Now exhale, curl forward one more time. Stay lifted, belly pulled in, low back down. Keep looking forward, keep stretching forward through your fingertips. And as you hold onto the lift and hold that tension, lift your left foot up off the floor. And pull both legs in toward your chest as close as you can. And just breathe here. With your next inhale, go ahead, release, roll this out long. And then just stay reaching. Switch it out. Bring the right foot to the floor. Cross the left ankle over your right thigh. Now keep the toes of the left foot curled. Keep the knee to the side. And back and forth here. Take an inhale. Stretch to your fingertips. And then with the exhale, roll this forward. Inhale, roll out long. Exhale, curl forward again. Inhale, roll this out. And then with the exhale, curl forward one more time. And stay lifted here. Belly pulled in, low back down. Keep reaching through the fingertips. And then lift the right foot up off the floor and pull both legs in as close as you can. Stay lifted here. And then release it. Right foot to the floor. Roll this out and reach past your head. And then just keep the arms reaching. Switch this out. Bring the left foot down to the floor. Cross the right leg over the left thigh into your figure 4. And once you've got your legs in position, reach the arms out wide, right and left. Now palms to the floor, keep your shoulders grounded here as best you can and just work the twist. So as your legs are crossed, bring your legs down to the left side without bringing the left leg all the way to the floor. And then just bring the legs back up to center, still crossed. Again, bring the legs down to your left side again. Keep the right leg pressing into the left. And then come back up to center. One more time, sink your legs down to the left side and hold here. Keep that left leg off the floor. Keep your right shoulder down. And if you want to take it further, maybe use your left hand and press the right knee away from you a little bit. Right leg still pressing into the left. And then just bring it back to center. Let's go ahead and switch it out. Arms are still wide. Bring the right foot to the floor this time. Cross your left leg over the right. And keep the toes, the left foot curled. Keep the knee to the side. Now keep your left shoulder down, but bring your legs down to the right side this time. Keep the right leg off the floor, but take it low. And then come back up to center. Again, right leg down, right, and both legs down to the right, I should say. And then come back up to center here. One more time, bring your legs down to the right and hold here. Keep the left shoulder down. And then if you want to take it further, maybe use the right hand to press the left knee away from you, but keep that left leg pressing into the right. And then go ahead, bring it back to center, uncross your legs, and bring your feet down to the floor. I want to set up for a variation of bridge from here. So Baddha Konasana, soles, feet together, knees wide. And once the soles of the feet are touching, pull the heels in close enough that you can start with your low back basically flat. And just let the knees sink down to the sides. Now bring the arms to your sides, but bend to the elbows so the forearms are vertical. Make your hands into fists. Keep the fists clenched. Keep your elbows pressing down, and just keep your gaze at the ceiling. Now with an inhale, press your feet, lift your hips, squeeze your glutes. And then with the exhale, roll back down. Inhale, press your hips high again. And then exhale, lower. Inhale, lift your hips. Exhale, roll back down. Inhale, press your hips high. And with the exhale, lower again. Inhale, lift your hips. Exhale, roll down. And then with your next inhale, press high and just stay lifted. Now keep your glutes squeezing. Keep lifting up. Pull the knees out wide. And just keep breathing here. Take an inhale. Now with the exhale, just roll this down. And then once you're down, go ahead and set your feet flat. We'll take another version of bridge here. So feet and knees about hips width distance apart. Keep the heels in close. And then just bring the arms down to your sides. So palms on the floor. Again, keep your gaze high, and let's take it up and down like this. So with an inhale, press in your feet, squeeze your glutes, lift your hips up. Exhale, roll this back down. Inhale, press your hips up high again. And then exhale, lower. Inhale, lift your hips up one more time and hold. Now keep your glutes squeezed and keep lifted like this. Dig your heels down into the floor. And as you hold this lift, just move your arms. With an inhale, reach your arms out long past your head. And then with the exhale, just bring your arms down to your sides. Inhale, reach this out long again. Exhale, arms to your sides. Inhale, reach this out long. Exhale, arms down to your sides again. Inhale, reach this out long and stay reaching. Keep your shoulders grounded. Spread your fingers wide, press the backs of the hands down. And dig into your heels, lift your toes. Try to pull the heels in toward your shoulders. Hold all that tension. Take an inhale. With the exhale, roll this down. Once you come down, bring your knees to your chest, bring your hands to your knees, squeeze everything in. And then as you're squeezing, curl up into this. Lift your head, lift your shoulders, bring your nose close to your knees. Now go ahead and use this shape. Go ahead, cross at the ankles and roll forward to a seat. And then once you're up, I want to take this into a reclining position from here. So I want you to extend your left leg forward. And then lean to your left side. Come down to the left arm and on your left hip. The toes, the left foot point out to the side. Right hand down in front of your chest. Now as you come into this, I want you to step your right foot in front of your left leg. And this is going to up the difficulty, keep in mind. So lean over to the side, onto both hands and onto that, and press into both feet. And then just take it back and forth. Lift your hips up as high as you can. And then sink your hips down. Again, press your hips up high. And then sink back down. Lift your hips up again. And then come back down. Lift your hips up high. And then lower again. Now lift your hips and stay lifted this time. Just hold here. This is good enough. If you can take it further, reach your right arm past your head. Stretch your body long. And if you can take it further still, lift your left foot up off the floor. And that is not going to be easy. Now if you can keep that left foot lifted, try to take it further and pulse the foot higher on my count. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And then come down and come to a seat. And that's a cramp-inducing move there. So just shake your legs out as much as you need to. And then when you're ready, come on to the other side. So on to the right side this time. Right forearm down on the right hip, right leg extended. Left hand down in front of your chest. Now as you're ready, just step the left foot down in front of your right leg. And then lean into this. And let's take it up and down. So go ahead, press your hips up high. And then sink back down. Lift your hips up again. And then lower. Press your hips up. And then come back down. Lift your hips up again. And then lower. Now press your hips high, stay lifted here, and this is good enough. Now if you want to take it further, reach your left arm past your head, stretch this out long. If you can take it further still, lift the right foot up off the floor. Now if you can keep it lifted, try to pulse that right foot higher on my count. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And then bring everything down. And come back to a seat. And then just shake things out for a moment here. When you're ready, just cross at the ankles, come forward, your hands come into all fours. And once you're in all fours, give yourself a moment, move around. Stretch your hands, stretch your fingers, let the shoulders and hips move side to side and just feel things out. And let's go ahead and take this into the wrists. So from here, I want you to walk your knees forward. And bring them behind the wrist, maybe about one hand's length. But bring your knees out wide, big toes pointing toward each other like you're about to come into child's pose. And go ahead and keep your seat down low. Be sure your hips are lower than your shoulders. Now look down at your hands. Flip them over. Backs of the hands down, palms up. The fingertips point in the direction of your feet. Now the further forward your hands are away from your feet, the more intense this is going to be. So you can always pull the hands in close if you want to back off the pressure and take most of the weight on the legs. But keep your fingers spread wide. Press the fingertips down into the mat. And keep the arms straight. Hold on to that tension. Now try to take it further and keep your hips low, but take it through cow and cat breathing from here. So with an inhale, just drop your belly, pull your chest forward, look up. And then with the exhale, round your spine and empty out. Inhale, drop your belly, bring your chest forward, gaze up high. Exhale, round and empty, and just continue like that and take things back and forth. Now keep your hips low, keep your hands tense. And just work the movement through the length of your spine, both directions here as you take it back and forth. And then one more deep inhale for cow. One more complete exhale for cat. And go ahead, come up onto the fingertips. And just bring yourself into your regular all fours, wrists underneath the shoulders and knees underneath your hips. Now from here to adjust for the next stretch, go ahead, bring your knees together, bring your feet together as well. And just slide the hands in so they're maybe about 2 hands lengths forward to your knees. Now keep your palms down this time. Rotate your fingertips out to the side, and then with the fingertips pointing in the direction of your feet more or less, just come as far as you can in that rotation. Now spread your fingers wide, dig your fingertips down, press your spine up toward the ceiling, keep that grip. And then just go back and forth, going from straight to bent arms. So bring your shoulders forward, pull the elbows in, and lower toward halfway down. And then press back up the straight arms. Again, shoulders forward, keep the elbows pulled in, try to look forward, lower toward halfway. And then press back up the straight. Shoulders forward, elbows in, bring it down toward halfway. And then press back up. Shoulders forward. Elbows pulled into your sides, keep looking forward, and then press this up again. Now one more time, shoulders forward, pull the elbows in, and this time stay low. And if halfway is too much, you can come up a little bit higher, but keep gripping with your fingers and keep your gaze forward. Now if you're able to take this further, while you hold this, extend your right leg over to the left as far as you can, touch the big toe down, and then bring the right knee down next to the left. And then left foot over to the right, big toe touches down. Come back into center, still gripping with your fingers. Right big toe over to the left side again. And then bring it back to center here. Bring your left big toe over to the right. And again, come back to center. Right big toe over to the left again. Back to center here. Left big toe over to the right. And then come back to center. And then go ahead, bring this back up, straighten your arms. Come up onto the fingertips down to sitting on your heels and take a moment, shake your hands out. Loosen up your fingers and loosen up your wrists. Now once the hands are ready, come back into all fours and we'll warm this up further. Now wrists underneath the shoulders and knees underneath the hips to set this up. Tuck the toes of both feet, hover your knees up off the floor, and keep your knees lifted. Now from here, pressing your hands, sink your seat down to your heels, and we'll go back and forth from here. So step your right foot forward outside your right hand, and then sink back down to your heels. Left foot forward outside the left hand, and then sink back down. Right foot forward again, and then come back to center. Left foot forward, and then sink back down. Right foot up to the right, sink back down again. Left foot up to the left side, and sink back down. Right foot up to the right, and bring it back to center. Left foot up to your left side, and then sink back down. Right foot up to the right side again. Bring it back to center. Left foot up to your left side, and then sink back down. Right foot up to the right again, and then back onto your heels. Left foot up to the left side, and then sink back down. And then right foot up to the right one more time. Sink back down. Left foot up to the left side, and then sink back down. Now this time, right foot up to the left. You're crossing from underneath. And then come back down to your heels. Left foot up to the right side, and then sink back down. Right foot up to the left again. Back to the heels. Left foot up to the right. Sink back down. Right foot up to the left one more time. Back to center here. Left foot up to the right side. Sink back down. And then go ahead, bring your knees down to the floor. Come into all fours and take a couple breaths. And then before we move on, we'll go just a bit further. We're going to take this toward a baby Galavasana. Get as close as you can. So now from this shape, step your right foot forward, but over to the left underneath. And then lift your left hand. Now take hold of your right ankle and bring it up high onto your left thigh. Find your figure four here. Keep the right leg pressing into the left. Curl the toes of the right foot. Maybe stay here. If you want to go further, left hand to the floor, and legs are still crossed, tuck the toes of your left foot, lift your left knee, and then round down as much as you can into your crossed legs. Try to bring your belly to touch the crossed legs. Now you can just hold here. This is a good stretch by itself. If you want to take it further toward that baby Galavasana, walk your hands in close. Now, to come into this, go ahead, bring the right forearm down to the floor first, and target the right knee for the right armpit. And when the left forearm comes down, hook that left arm with your right foot. Now keep your hips high, try to look forward and lean forward. If you can lift the left foot, hold your shape. And if you want to take the extra step, you can try to extend that left leg up and back. You'll probably be kissing your mat if you take it to that point. Well, that's not easy to do at all. If you lifted everything up, bring it back down. And then just release. Come back to all fours. And the regular Galavasana on your hands is a lot easier than that, all right? So we're just getting some perspective here. Let's take the other side. From all fours, step your left foot forward up and to the right. And with your right hand, take hold of the left ankle. Now bring that left ankle up high onto the right thigh. Keep the toes curled. And you can always stay here to take it further. Right hand down to the floor. Tuck the toes of the right foot, lift the right knee, and round down, round in on both cross legs. Maybe stay here. To take it toward the baby Galavasana, walk your hands in closer. And then from here, just take it down one forearm at a time. Left forearm to the floor with the left knee moving toward your left armpit. As the right forearm comes down, hook that arm with your left foot. Now try to keep your hips high, bring your head forward, lean forward to take the weight off the right foot. And if you want to go further, maybe extend that right leg up and back again. Your face will be, well, basically right on the floor. And go bring everything down when you're ready. And come back to all fours. Once you're in all fours, give yourself a moment here, move around. Now you can just stay here and breathe, maybe take another stretch before we move on. Whenever you're ready, tuck your toes, straighten your legs, lift your hips, and find a downward facing dog. Now once you move into your down dog, take a look at how you set this up. Hands about shoulder width distance apart. Press your palms flat. You want to feel some weight toward the base of your thumbs. And then sink your chest down low to the floor. Now as your chest sinks down, press your hips up as high as you can up toward the ceiling. And keep that long upward reach for the hips. Now keep some bracing through your core, through the belly, around the low ribs. As the hips press high, if the legs are tight, you can always bend the knees, keep in mind. Maybe just pedal this out and let your hips move side to side. When you're ready, take an inhale. And with the exhale, just bend the knees, look forward, step to the front. Let's take a ragdoll fold. Feet about hips with distance apart, deep bend in the knees. Now let your belly touch your thighs, let your head hang, let your spine round. And let everything go long and loose here, let the muscles of your neck relax. You can hang your hands to the floor, you can reach to opposite elbows if you like, and maybe shake this side to side to loosen it further. Now when you're ready, just release any grip that you have. Keep your knees bent to begin, but then restack your spine to slowly round this up to standing. Bring your head up last. And just open up your palms at your sides. When you're ready, with an inhale, reach your arms up high. And with the exhale, just bring your hands down to heart center. Now take a moment to breathe, set an intention. Let your mind clear, find your focus. Take a deep inhale. And then with the exhale, just release your hands. With the next inhale, reach your arms up high. And with the exhale, slowly fold this forward. Hinge at the hips. Start with a straight spine. Put a little bend in the knees. Keep your core engaged. Move smoothly. And then just release this at the bottom. With an inhale, lift up halfway. Fingertips to the floor to your shins. Lengthen forward through the crown of your head. And then with the exhale, just bring your hands to the mat. And step it back to high plank. Find your shape, wristing the shoulders, palms pressed down, press the floor away from you, press your spine toward the ceiling, keep that lift. Take an inhale. And then with the exhale, slowly bring your shoulders forward as your elbows bend. Keep your body in line, elbows pulled into your sides, and lower with control, all the way to your belly. Now once you're down, flatten the feet out behind you, hands under the shoulders, elbows into your sides. We'll take it up and down through low cobras. With an inhale, just peel up your head, neck, and chest. Exhale, roll this back down. Inhale, peel this up again. And then with the exhale, lower. Inhale, peel up one more time and stay lifted here. Now keep the lift in the upper body, press into your feet. Take some or all the weight out of your hands. Elbows at your sides, pull the shoulders back, keep your gaze forward. And then lift up a little bit higher still. Take an inhale. With the exhale, roll it back down. Hands under the shoulders, elbows into your sides. Press the palms down to the floor. And let's take it to upward facing dog. With an inhale, straighten your arms. Now pull your chest forward. Let your hips hang. Stay on the tops of your feet. Keep your legs active. Work to lift your knees up from the mat. Take it further. Kick your feet down. Squeeze your glutes and pull the hips forward to deepen the arc. Now lift with your arms, but lift with your shoulders. Keep your neck long. Keep your chest pulling forward. Deep inhale. And then with the exhale, pull your belly in. Hips up high to down dog. Paddle out. Let your hips move side to side. And let's take it through the sun salutation. So your steady movement, take a deep inhale. With the exhale, bend your knees. Look forward, step or float to the front. Inhale, lift up halfway. Exhale, fold back down. Inhale to standing, reach us up high. And with the exhale, fold all the way back down again. Inhale, halfway lift. And with the exhale, hands to the mat, chaturangas, next high plank below. With an inhale, open up your chest, lift your gaze up, dog or cobra. And with the exhale, pull your belly in. Hips up, high to down dog. Deep inhale here. With the exhale, bend the knees. Look forward, step or float. Inhale, lift up halfway. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale to standing, reach as high. And then with the exhale, bring it back down again. Inhale, halfway lift. And with the exhale, hands to the floor, high plank, the lows next. With an inhale, open up, draw forward. Exhale, pull back in and bring your hips back up. Last round, take an inhale. With the exhale, bend the knees. Look forward, step or float. Inhale, lift halfway up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale to standing, reach us up high. And then exhale all the way back down again. Inhale, halfway lift. And then with the exhale, set the hands, chaturanga. With an inhale, open up, draw forward. Exhale, pull back in and bring your hips back up. And just find your downward facing dog. Breathe here. Now from your down dog, inhale the right leg high behind you. And move into a scorpion dog. So bend the right knee, hang your right foot left, come into scorpion dog, and just open up your hips as much as you can. Feel your body twist. With the next inhale, straighten the right leg, three-legged dog. Exhale forward, knee to chest, shoulders over wrists. Inhale your right leg high. Exhale forward, knee to right elbow. Inhale the right leg high. Exhale forward, knee to right elbow, and stay forward here, stay lifted around your spine. Take an inhale. And with the exhale, set the right foot down between your hands, low lunge. Now from here to dancer's bridge, left hand's your base. Roll to the outside edge of your left foot, step the right foot behind your left leg and sink down. With an inhale, press your hips up high, reach with the right arm. Now keep your glutes squeezing, keep lifting. You can stack the shoulders more like side plank, or maybe open your chest toward the ceiling more like a back bend, but keep the left arm strong and keep pushing up. Just let your head fall back. Take an inhale here. Now with the exhale, sink straight down. Right hand forward, right foot forward into low lunge. Now take it down lower. Left knee down, left foot flat behind. Sink your hips down, press them forward. When you're ready, open this up. With an inhale, reach up and back gaze up high. Come into Anjaneyasana here. Now let your hips sink down and forward. Find that long arc from the left knee through to the shoulders. And just breathe here. Now let's deepen by taking this toward a side bend. So keep your hips as they are. Keep the arch in your spine. But reach your right hand down toward the floor. Left arm reaches right. Look down to the right. And then come back to center. Look up and reach the arms high. Again, right arm down. Left arm reaches right. Look down to the right. And then bring the arms back up and square this forward. One more time. Right arm down. Left arm reaches right. Look down to the right. Now as you hold this, if you want to take it deeper, keep that left hip pulling forward, maybe kicking the left foot, and hover that knee up off the floor. With your next inhale, reach the arms high, look forward, and then push to the right foot, back up your hips, hands through heart center. We'll take a twist, bring the left elbow outside the right thigh. Now press the elbow to the thigh, press the palms together, but look forward over your left shoulder as your chest twists to the side. And then see about going deeper. You can bend that right knee, pull that left hip down and forward. And keep breathing here. If you can take it a little bit further, maybe tuck the toes of the left foot and see about just hovering that left knee up off the floor. Keep your twist. Now take an inhale. With the exhale, release both hands down around the right foot. Now, go ahead and pivot on your left knee. Bring that left foot to the right side of the mat. And we're setting this up for a kneeling warrior too. So bring yourself upright. Everything stacks to vertical from the left knee on up. And then the right heel lines up with your left knee, more or less. Now you can take this further. You can slide the right foot further out as long as you can keep it flat. Keep your hips pressing out to the left side of the mat. Now reach your arms up high and we'll go back and forth, deepening the stretch in the inner thighs. Keep that right foot grounded. But go ahead, bend to the right knee, sink the hips right, but reach and lean over to your left. And then press into the right foot and come back up. Bend to the right knee, sink to the right, but reach and lean to your left side. Press into your right foot, come back up. Again, sink the hips right, lean over to the left. And then press into the right foot, come back up. Let the hips sink to the right, lean over to the left again. Press into your right foot, come back up. One more time, bend the right knee, sink your hips to the right, lean to your left side. Now keep your gaze up high, keep both arms reaching, keep your hips low, keep kicking that left foot into the floor, keep breathing. Now take an inhale. With the exhale, press into the right foot, come back up. Now once you're up, take a half bind. Left arm behind your back, palm facing away. Reach your right arm forward in line with the right leg with the palm facing up. And keep that left shoulder drawn back. Now from this position here, go ahead, straighten your right leg. The heel's on the floor. Go ahead and slide it forward as much as you like. And keep the big toe pointing up. Dig into that right heel. Now from here, just like a warrior two, we'll take it back and forth. With an inhale, reverse. Lean back, reach back, gaze up high. With the exhale, extend over the right leg, but keep your gaze up toward the ceiling. Inhale, reverses. And then with the exhale, extend. Inhale, reverse. Exhale, extend. Inhale, reverse. Exhale, extend forward one more time. Stay forward. Keep your left shoulder pulled back. And there's a few places you can go. You can set the right hand on the right leg. Just keep that left shoulder drawn back and press into the right heel. If you want to go deeper, you can bring the right hand down inside the right leg. Be sure that left shoulder stays back. Now, if you want to take it deeper, you can hold on to the right big toe. And maybe use that grip to draw your right side further down. But keep the left shoulder high, look up toward the ceiling, keep breathing here, however far you take this. Take an inhale. Now with the exhale, release both hands down inside the right leg. Now go press into your palms, bend the right knee, set the right foot flat. And then press down again and come up onto your left foot as well. Now left foot parallel to the short edge of the mat. The left foot's your base. Bring the right knee to your chest and curl in. Now take hold of your right knee. And let's bring this all the way up to standing. Now once you're up, just get stable, dig into that left big toe. And then when you're ready, left hand to your left hip, pull the right knee out to the side and just keep the knee lifted. You can stay right here. Now if you want to take it further, reach your left arm down at your side about 45 degrees. And then maybe go further and you look down the length of your left arm. Now further still, start to lean left but lift the right knee at the same time. Keep your balance, and this is plenty right here. If you're going to go further, you can reach the right hand to the right big toe. Now you can use that grip to lift your right knee higher or extend that leg further up and out to the side. But you're still leaning. Keep breathing here. Now still balancing. Bring your torso upright, look forward. Hands to hips, right knee out to the side. And then step the right foot to the front of the mat. Lift your left heel, square the hips to the front. This will bring you into a lunge stance. But then reach your arms out wide. We're going to take an eagle bind. It's going to be left arm under, right arm over. Cross at the elbows, palms to touch thumbs with your face. If you can't get the palms together, do what works. You can always reach across to the shoulders. But keep the arms squeezing either way, shoulders down, elbows up. Now as you're ready, bring the weight forward to the right foot. And then come forward to standing with your left knee high, as many steps as you need. Dig that right big toe down. And move into the figure four. Here, bring that left ankle across the right thigh. Now keep the toes, left foot curled, start to sink into that right knee. And keep the legs pressing into each other. Try to take it deep. See about hinging from the hips. You can let go of the arm bind if you need to, but keep it if you can. And bring it down as low as you can over your crossed legs. Maybe bring the elbows past that lifted shin. All right, now from wherever you are, release the arm bind. Bring your hands down to the floor. And if you can't quite take this into Galavasana with the legs crossed, just bring the left foot down and you'll take this into crow. But for Galavasana, both palms down. Bring that lifted shin across both upper arms. Look forward and kick that leg forward. Now start to lean. Try to keep your hips high. See about hovering your right foot up off the floor. Maybe pull the heel up toward your seat. And maybe extend that right leg up and back. Take things to where you can. And then when you're ready, go ahead, step it back, fly it back, but take it through your Vinyasa. And once you find your down dog, give yourself a moment, paddle out and breathe. All right, from your downward facing dog, inhale your left leg high. Now bend your left knee, hang the left foot right, scorpion dog on this side. Let your body twist, open up your hip, keep the shoulders squared. With the next inhale, straighten your left leg, three-legged dog. Exhale, bring it forward, knee to chest, shoulders over wrists. Inhale the left leg high. Exhale, forward, knee to left elbow. Inhale the left leg high. Exhale, knee to left elbow, stay forward, stay lifted here around your spine. Take an inhale. And with the exhale, set the left foot down between your hands, low lunge. Now from here to dancer's bridge, right hand's your base this time. Roll to the outside edge of the right foot, step your left foot behind your right leg and sink down. With an inhale, press your hips up high and reach your left arm. Now keep your glutes squeezing, keep lifting, let your head fall back and just breathe. Again, maybe your shoulders are stacked or maybe your chest is open. Just take it where you can. Take an inhale. Now with the exhale, sink straight down. Left hand forward, left foot forward, back to low lunge. And then bring it down lower. Right knee to the floor, right foot flat behind. Now sink your hips down, press them forward. And when you're ready, open this up. With an inhale, reach your arms up and back and gaze up high. Now take a moment here to settle and find that long arc on the right side, right knee through to the shoulders. Keep breathing with this. And then hold your shape and take it with that side bend. So reach your left arm down to the floor. Right arm reaches left, look down to the left. And then reach the arms up high and look back up, come back to center. Again, left arm down, right arm left, look down to the left. And then back to center, both arms high. One more time, left arm down, right arm left, look down to left. Keep that right hip pulling forward. Maybe go deeper, kick into that right foot and hover the right knee. Now with your next inhale, look forward, reach the arms up high. Press in the left foot back up. And then bring the hands through heart center, right elbow outside the left thigh this time for the twist. Now press the elbow to the thigh, press the palms together, but look over the right shoulder as your chest twists to the left. See if I can say all that. And then maybe sink this further down, pulling that right hip toward the floor and bring it forward. Now if you want to go further still, you can tuck the toes of the right foot and maybe just hover that right knee up off the floor, but keep your twist. Take an inhale. And then with the exhale, just release both hands down around your left foot. Now, pivot on the right knee. Bring that right foot over the left side of the mat. And then everything stacks to vertical from the right knee up. And we'll take that kneeling warrior 2 stance again. So line the left heel up with the right knee. Everything's open toward the right side of the mat. And you can always walk that left foot further forward, but be sure it stays flat. Now from here, reach both arms high, palms facing in. And let's take this back and forth. So bend the left knee, sink the hips to the left, but reach and lean over to the right. Press into your left foot, come back up the vertical. Bend your left knee, sink to the left, but lean to the right. Press into your left foot, come back up. Again, hips down to the left, arms over to the right side. Press into the left foot, come back up. Sink your hips to the left, but lean to the right. And then bring it back up again. One more time, bend your left knee, sink left, but lean right, and hold here. Keep your right foot pressing down, keep your hips pressing toward the side, but sink to the left as deep as you can. And then press into your left foot and come back up. Now once you come back up, take your half bind, right arm behind your back, palm facing, keep the shoulder back. Reach your left arm in line with your left leg with the palm facing up. Now straighten your left leg, heel to the floor, the toes point up. You can always slide that heel further out. And let's go back and forth from here. With the inhale, reverse, reach back, lean back, gaze up high. With the exhale, extend over your left leg and keep looking up. Inhale, reverses. Exhale, extend. Inhale, reverse. Exhale, extend. Inhale, reverse. With the exhale, extend forward one more time and stay forward. Now you can bring the left hand onto the left leg. You can just keep the right shoulder pulled back and look up. If you can go deeper, left hand down to the floor inside the left leg. Deeper still, maybe take hold of the left big toe with your left hand. You can use that grip to draw yourself further down, left side toward your left thigh. Keep the right shoulder high, keep looking up toward the ceiling, and just breathe here. Take an inhale. Now with the exhale, release. Bring both hands down. And then pressing your hands, bend your left knee, set your left foot flat. Keep pressing down, come up onto the right foot as well. Right foot parallel to the short side of the mat, that's your base. Draw the left knee to your chest and curl in. Take hold of your left knee, and let's round this all the way up to vertical. Now just take it slow and slow your breathing down. Dig the right big toe into the floor. When you're ready, right hand to the right hip. Pull your left knee out to the side and maybe just stay like this. Now, if you want to go further, reach your right arm down at your side about 45 degrees. You can look down the length of the right arm and then start to lean right and lift your left knee. Good enough here, but if you want to go further, left hand inside the left leg, you can hold the big toe. Maybe use that grip to draw the knee up higher. Maybe extend the leg further and to the side, but you're still leaning however far you take this. Still balancing, take an inhale. Now at the exhale, just bring your torso upright, left knee to the side, hands to your hips. And then step the left foot to the front of the mat. Lift your right heel, square the hips forward in a lunge stance. And then reach your arms out wide. We'll take this into the eagle bind here. So right arm under, left arm over, cross at the elbows, palms to touch thumbs with your face. Again, if you need to, just reach across the opposite shoulders, but keep the arms squeezing. When you're ready, bring the weight forward to left foot. Come to standing with your right knee high. And when you're ready here, once you balance, find your figure four. Again, right ankle crosses your left thigh. Now keep the toes of the right foot curled. Start to bend the left knee rather and sink down. And then see about hinging from the hips. Take this down as deep as you can. Now you can let go of the bind if you need to, but keep it if you can. Try to fold this deep over your cross legs. Maybe bring the elbows past that lifted shin, but just hold. Take it to where you can and feel this in the outer right hip this time. All right, and then we'll take it toward the arm balance. So when you're ready, just release your arms and bring your hands down to the floor. Now, if you need to let go of the cross, take it to crow and bring the right foot down. For Galavasana, both palms down, shin high up on the arms. Now look forward and lean, keep your hips high. Lean enough and maybe lift the left foot. Now, if you can keep it lifted, pull the heel up toward your seat. Maybe extend your left leg up and back, but take this to where you can go. And then when you're ready, take it through another vinyasa. Now from down dog, we'll take this to the next sequence. With your next inhale, raise your right leg high behind you. And then bend the right knee, find that scorpion dog, hang the right foot left. With the next inhale, straighten your right leg, three-legged dog. Exhale, bring it forward, knee to chest, shoulders over wrists. Inhale the right leg high. Exhale, forward, knee to right elbow. Inhale the right leg high. Exhale, knee to right elbow, stay forward. Now back and forth from up to down. Lower that right knee toward your wrist. And then bring it up high past the elbow. Down toward the wrist. And then pull it up high. Down toward the wrist. Pull up one more time, stay here. And then set the right foot down between your hands, low lunge. Dancer's bridges next, left hand's your base. Roll to the outside edge of the left foot, right foot steps behind your left leg, sink down. With an inhale, press your hips up high, reach for the right arm. Now keep your glutes squeezing, keep lifting, and just breathe here. Take an inhale. With the exhale, sink straight down. Right hand forward, right foot forward, back to your low lunge. And then from here, we'll take it to warrior two. With an inhale, drop your left heel, lift your torso, one of the arms. Open out to the left side. And take a moment to set this up. Deep bend of the right knee, straight left leg, one line from the front heel to the back arch. You can always slide that right foot further forward and make the stance wider. And then just keep on reaching equally front to back. Now take it back and forth. Inhale, reverse. Left hand to left thigh, right arm high and back. Exhale, extend right elbow to the right thigh, left arm high forward. Inhale, reverses. Exhale, extend. Inhale, reverse. Exhale, extend. Inhale, reverse. With the exhale, extend forward one more time and stay forward. Take a half bind here. Left arm behind your back, palm face. May pull the shoulder back. And now you can keep the right arm on your right leg, but to go deeper, right hand to the floor inside the right thigh. Deeper still, you can take that full bind and reach underneath. Wherever you take it to, keep your left shoulder high, keep looking toward the ceiling, and just breathe here. Now, we're going to go from here to balancing on the right foot. If you keep the full bind, you're going to be doing an inverted bird of paradise, which is tough, and if that's too much, just set the right hand down inside the right foot, and I do recommend that if you're not sure. But keep your left arm bound, so you got that half bind, left shoulder stays high. Now, press into the right hand and the right foot, look down at your right hand, and then lift your left heel. Now, drag your left big toe forward to all the weights on the right hand and foot, and then keep your hips high and your head low, and see about hovering that left foot up off the floor. Keep your left shoulder high. This is good enough, but if you want to go further, bend the left knee, pull the heel toward your seat. Maybe start to point that left knee up toward the ceiling. And if you want to go even further, extend that left leg all the way up and reach for the big toe. Take it to where you can and keep your balance here. Stay open to the left side of the mat. Now take an inhale. And with the exhale, release both hands down, both feet down. And stay open to the left side of the mat. Walk your hands into center. Now just bring your hands to your hips, and with an inhale, come all the way up to standing with your feet set wide. We're just taking this as a straddle stance. You can always bring the feet out wider. Heels in, toes out. Keep both legs straight. Now once you're ready, reach the arms out wide. Keep your chest open, shoulders pulled back. Take an inhale. And then with the exhale, lead with your chest. Hinge from the hips, come down toward halfway, and keep your gaze forward. Inhale, come up all the way. Exhale, hinge forward just toward halfway down. Inhale, bring this all the way up again. And with the exhale, hinge forward one more time and keep that halfway fold. Now keep your gaze forward, shoulders back, and bring your hands to your low back. So backs of the hands to the low back, palms open, fingers wide. Keep the elbows wide and keep the shoulders pulled back. Try to look forward with your belly still facing the floor. Now you can bend the knees if you need to. Keep the legs as straight as you can. And let's just bring the upper body side to side, still holding that halfway fold. Keep your core braced. Now bring your torso as far to the right as you can. Look forward. And then just shift. Bring it back through center and pivot over to the left side. Through center, keep looking forward. Keep that fold. Come over to the right as far as you can go. And then back through center, pivot over to the left again. Keep your shoulders pulled back, belly facing down. Come over to the right one more time, shoulders still pulled back. And then bend the right knee, bring the belly to the right thigh. And then see about lifting the toes of the left foot, come up onto the heel. You can slide that heel further out, come down low. Belly still facing down, shoulders still pulled back, keep breathing. All right, with your inhale, straighten both legs. Bring yourself all the way upright. Keep your arms bound. And then look down at your left foot. See it as parallel to the short side of the mat. Now bend your left knee and lean left. Lift the right heel. Drag the right big toe over to all the weights on your left foot. And then just bring yourself to standing with your right knee high. Now dig into the left big toe, slow your breathing down, and once you're balanced, release your left hand and take this to a standing twist. Left hand to the outside of the right knee. Pull the right shoulder back, open up your chest to the right, and again, stay tall. If you want to go further, left hand to the outside edge of the right foot, and then extend the right leg. Now keep the right shoulder pulled back, keep yourself vertical, but keep your twist. And just breathe here. Now still balancing here, take an inhale. And with the exhale, just turn to center. Right knee lifted, both hands to the low back, still balancing here on that left foot. And then just draw that right knee out to the side. Now step your right foot to the front of the mat. Lift your left heel to square the hips forward. And then when you're ready, come forward to the right foot, left knee lifted. Press the right big toe down, and then come into your figure four. Left ankle crosses your right thigh. Now keep the toes, your left foot curled, bend into both knees, sink down. Shoulders back, start to hinge from the hips, and take this down over your crossed legs as low as you can. Keep looking forward, keep breathing. All right, now from here, let's take it to the arm balance. Bring both hands down to the floor. Now, if you need to release the cross, bring that left foot down and take it into crow. But for Galavasana, both palms down, shin high on the arms. Look forward, lean. And as you lean forward, keep your hips high. Now let the right foot lift. Maybe just hover it. Maybe pull that heel toward your seat. And maybe extend that right leg up and back. Take it to where you can. And then when you're ready, take it through another Vinyasa. Once you find your down dog, paddle out and breathe. Let's even it out on the other side. With your next inhale, raise your left leg high behind you. Now bend your left knee, move to that scorpion dog one more time. Hang that left foot right. With the next inhale, straighten your left leg, three-legged dog. Exhale, forward, knee to chest, shoulders over wrists. Inhale the left leg high. Exhale, forward, knee to left elbow. Inhale the left leg high. Exhale, knee to left elbow, stay forward like this. Now lower that knee toward the wrist. Pull it up past the elbow, down toward the wrist. And then pull it up high, down toward the wrist. Pull up one more time, hold here. Take an inhale. With the exhale, set the left foot down between your hands, low lunge. Dancer's bridge one more time, right hand's your base. Roll the outside edge of the right foot, left foot steps behind the right leg, sink down. With an inhale, press your hips up high and reach for your left arm. Now keep your glutes squeezing, keep your hips lifting up, and just breathe here. Take an inhale. With the exhale, bring it back down. Left hand forward, left foot forward, back to low lunge. And then into your warrior two. With an inhale, drop your right heel, lift your torso, warm the arms. Open out to the right side. And take a moment to adjust. Deep in left knee, right leg straight. You can always slide that left foot further up, but sink your hips low and stay open to your right side. Reach the arms out wide. Now back and forth, inhale, reverse. Right hand to the right thigh, left arm high and back. With the exhale, extend left elbow to left thigh, right arm high forward. Inhale, reverse this. Exhale, extend. Inhale, reverse. Exhale, extend. Inhale, reverse. With the exhale, extend it forward one more time and stay forward. Take a half bind, right arm behind your back, palm face away, pull the shoulder back and look up. And you can keep that left arm on your leg or go deeper, left hand to the floor inside the left leg. Maybe go deeper still and take the full bind and reach underneath. Just keep the right shoulder high and keep looking up. All right, now we're taking this to balancing on that left foot. If you're going to keep the full bind, it's going to be an inverted bird of paradise. If that's too much, just take a half bind. Keep the right arm behind your back, but bring the left hand to the floor inside the left foot. Now look down at your left hand or inside the left foot. Bring that weight forward. Lift your right heel, drag the big toe forward till all the weight goes to your left side, left hand and left foot. Now see about hovering the right foot. Keep your hips high, keep your head low, and keep the right shoulder pulled back. To go further, bend the right knee, pull the heel toward your seat. Maybe point that knee toward the ceiling. And maybe extend the right leg all the way up, but stay open to the side and stay balanced to your best you can. Take an inhale. And with the exhale, release both hands down, both feet down. And fold, but you're still open to the right side of the mat. Now bring your hands into center. And then bring your hands to your hips and come all the way up to standing with your feet set wide. And just set up your straddle stance. Heels in, toes out, legs straight, wide or narrow, whatever your hips allow. And then reach your arms out wide. Palms open, shoulders pulled back. Now take an inhale. With the exhale, hinge from the hips, leap to your chest, come down toward halfway. Inhale, bring this all the way up. Exhale, hinge forward again, just toward halfway down. Inhale all the way up. And then with the exhale, hinge this forward one more time. Now keep looking forward, keep your shoulders pulled back and hold that halfway fold. Now bring both hands to your low back, palms facing your fingers spread wide. Shoulders back, elbows stay wide. Try to look forward and just keep your belly facing the floor. Keep your legs as straight as you can. Now just pivot from the hips and bring your torso as far left as you can go. And then come through center and bring your torso as far as you can take this over to the right. Through center, belly facing down, look forward, come over to the left side again. And then back through center, take it as far as you can go over to the right. Now one more time, bring it through center over to the left side as far as you can go. Hold here, but bend your left knee, bring the belly down to touch your left thigh. Shoulders pulled back, still look forward. See about lifting the toes of the right foot, and maybe slide that right heel further out. With your next inhale, set both feet, straighten both legs, and bring yourself upright. And then look down at your right foot. See if the right foot's parallel to the short side of the mat. Bend the right knee, lean right. And then lift your left heel. Drag that big toe over to all the weights on the right foot. And bring yourself to standing with your left knee high. Take a moment, find your balance. Now once you're ready, move into your standing twist. Release the right hand. Take hold of the outside of the left knee. Now keep your spine tall, but pull the left shoulder back. Let your chest open up to the left. And this is good enough right here. If you want to go further, Right hand to the outside edge of the left foot. Maybe extend that left leg, but keep your twist and keep yourself upright. Now take an inhale here. With the exhale, you're still balancing. Turn back to center, left knee lifted, both hands behind your back, elbows still wide. Draw the left knee out to the side and then step that foot to the front. Lift your right heel and square the hips forward. Take it up into balancing here. Onto your left foot, come to standing with your right knee high. And then move into your figure four. Right ankle crosses your left thigh. Now curl the toes of the right foot, bend both knees and start to sink down. And then hinge from the hips, keep your shoulders pulled back, chest open. Try to fold this down as deeply as you can. And find some of that stretch in the outer right hip. All right, and then from here, we'll take it to the arm balance. Go ahead and release your hands down to the floor. Now, if the cross legs are too much, just bring the right foot down and take it to crow. If you're going to take Galavasana, both palms flat, shin high up on the arms, look forward and lean. Go slow, maybe hover the left foot a little bit. You can pull that left heel to your seat if you take it further. And if you want to go further still, extend that left leg up and back. Take things to where you can. And then for the last time, go ahead, step it back. Fly it back, take it to your Vinyasa. Once you find your down dog, paddle out, move around. Now from your down dog, take an inhale. And with the exhale, bend the knees, bring them down to the floor, come into all fours. And then legs out from underneath you, come all the way down onto your back. Now when you're down, pull your knees into your chest and just squeeze things in tight. Work to flatten your body out for a moment. And then go ahead, release your grip and bring your feet down to the floor. Now, we're going to take a longer round of back bending here. There's going to be 5 lifts. The first one, I'll start the cueing with bridge and lead into wheel. And for the next 4, it's your choice, bridge or wheel. You can always go back and forth. So just feel this out and see how far you want to take things. But to set it up, feet and knees about hips width distance apart. Bring your heels in close. You start with your low back basically flat. Arms at your sides, palms down. Keep your gaze high. Now with an inhale, press into your feet, squeeze your glutes, lift your hips up, and hold here. Now keep that tension in the glutes and keep your hips lifting. To take this into wheel, the hips stay high, bring the hands around your head. So palms to the floor, elbows up. When you're ready, press into your palms. You can lift at the top of your head first, but whenever you're ready here, straighten your arms. Hips toward the ceiling, chest toward the back of the mat, keep your glutes squeezing. For either pose, if it's too much on the low back, you can lift your heels. But hold the tension to the back line of your body. And then go ahead, bring everything back down to the floor. Now once you're down, just take a moment here to breathe. Now again, we're going to take it up 4 more times. For either shape, just bring the feet in close. See it to set hips width distance apart. For bridge, arms at your sides with the palms down. For wheel, keep the hands around your head. Now whichever shape you're going to take, press down into the floor. And then with an inhale, lift your hips up, open up, try to take it a little bit higher each time. And then go ahead, bring everything back down to the mat. And take a moment here. And then again, bring your feet into position. Set up your hands, and you can always take it between the 2 poses, keep in mind. When you're ready, press into the floor, lift this up, open up, hold here. And then bring everything back down to the mat again. And just breathe. You can shake things out to keep in mind. All right, 2 more lifts. Reset your feet. Bring your hands into place. And then with an inhale, bring your hips up, open up and hold. And then go ahead, bring everything back down to the mat again. Breathe here. All right, 1 more round, and we're going to hold this one a little bit longer. So bring your feet into place. Be sure your hands are where you need them to be. With an inhale, lift this up, open up, hold. Now again, you can always lift your heels. Keep in mind if it's too much on the low back. But engage your glutes. Keep the tension around the upper back, around the shoulder blades. Let the back line of the body contract as you let the front line of the body open up. Let your body lengthen out and keep your breath long and smooth here. And then take an inhale. With the exhale, bring everything back down to the floor. Once you're down, draw your knees into your chest and squeeze in. And just give yourself a moment here to breathe. All right, let's take this into a supine twist. When you're ready, just extend that left leg out fully. And then left hand to your right knee, right arm out to the side. Now go ahead, draw the right knee across your body, tuck your left hip underneath. Keep the right shoulder down and look over to the right. Now look for that stretch in the outer right hip and toward your low back. If you need more, you can press down with your left hand. If you want to take it further, you can extend the right leg. And if you want to bind both legs and go further still, you can bend your left knee and reach down with your right hand. Now if you have that grip, kick into your hand. And again, keep the right shoulder down, whatever version of the twist you're in, and just breathe into this here. Take an inhale. And then with the exhale, just release this and bring everything back to center. Draw both knees in. Let's take it on the other side. When you're ready, extend your right leg this time. Right hand to the left knee, left arm to the side. Now draw your left knee across your body, tuck your right hip underneath. Both shoulders down, look over to the left. And find the stretch now to left hip toward the low back on this side. You can press with the right hand to take it further. Maybe extend your left leg. If you want to bind both legs, bend the right knee, reach down with your left hand. Find the right foot. If you have that grip, kick into your hand. But again, your left shoulder stays down. However deep you take this twist, just keep breathing here. Take an inhale. And then with the exhale, release. Bring it back to center. And again, draw both knees in. Let's take happy baby. Reach between the knees. Take hold of the outside edges of your feet. And then stack your ankles above your knees and pull down on both sides. Now draw the knees down toward the floor outside your ribs and press your feet back up into your hands at the same time. Keep the tension working both up and down. Try to flatten your spine. Sink your tailbone down to the floor. And if you want to take it further, you can rock this a little bit side to side. Further still, you can extend your legs out against your grip. Finally, when you're ready, take a deep inhale here. Draw down as much as you can. And then with the exhale, just release. Extend your legs out fully. Lay your arms at your sides. Open up your palms toward the ceiling. And just let your eyes close here and let your body settle down into the mat for a moment. And then start to move again here bit by bit, fingers and toes, arms and legs. Take an inhale, reach your arms out long past your head. And then draw everything in. Bring the elbows toward your belly. And draw your knees up as well. And just find your way up to a comfortable seat. Ground yourself on the mat. Stack your spine. Bring your hands up to heart center. And then take a deep inhale here. Hold on to the top. And just let everything go. I thank you for joining class. Namaste.